A disrupted mind, a mind that is not peaceful, cannot hear its guidance. What guidance are we referring to? We're referring to the guidance of the inner higher voice for God. We call it the higher self, the holy guardian angel, the inner knowing, that which is, as some people would call it, the still small voice. Why should the spiritual seeker go to Bali? That's what we're going to talk about in this conversation. I'm Reverend Valerie Love, and I am happy you are here. This channel is all about spirituality, specifically magic, money, and metaphysics. And we love to take global retreats all over the globe and have been doing that for over 18 years. Yay! So let's talk about you, Bali, and your purpose. Years ago, I was called to Bali on this spiritual path that I've been on. And at the time that I was called, it came to me in a meditation. So I decided I was going to go to Bali. Bought a one-way ticket. And this was many years ago. And when I got there, I didn't know how long I was going to stay. I was following the inner guidance, the intuition, that intuitive voice. Once I got there, I realized why I was there. Now, here's why the spiritual seeker really wants to go to Bali. Bali is the only place I have ever seen in my life that all the people there are on the same spiritual accord, thus allowing for a very encompassing experience of harmony. If you are not experiencing harmony, peace, tranquility, serenity in your life and in your world, which many people do not, Bali is that space. Now, why is it so important for the spiritual seeker to be at peace and harmony within oneself? Because a peaceful mind can hear its guidance. A disrupted mind, a mind that is not peaceful, cannot hear its guidance. What guidance are we referring to? We're referring to the guidance of the inner higher voice for God. We call it the higher self, the holy guardian angel, the inner knowing, that which is, as some people would call it, the still small voice. Yet this voice is anything but small. And it is always directing us to our greater yet to be, our highest evolution and ascension, if we would simply beckon to its call. So a practice of cultivating, a meditative practice of cultivating peace, serenity, tranquility within your being will cause you to be able to more easily attune to the voice for God within you, which is really your true self, capital S self, guiding you in the paths of love, above the noise of the egoic mind and above the noise of the surroundings. And that is one of the big reasons why you would want to go to Bali, to cultivate that as a meditative practice within yourself. Second, there is something magical that happens when you sequester yourself. That means when you bring yourself out of your life. I do it frequently. We lead retreats all over the globe, to Egypt and to Peru, Mexico's ancient cities, Greece, Italy, Sedona, Salem, New Orleans, and all of these places where we go. Why do our attendees experience rapid transformation into the God self? It's because you are sequestered out of your normal life. You are jettisoned out of your usual confines. Literally, some people's usual life is confining to their next quantum leap. So when you sequester yourself out of your life and you are now in a space where you are only giving yourself that attention, that spiritual attention, and there's nothing else going on. You don't have to get the cat, the dog, the kids, the parakeet. It's you. That's what a retreat is all about. It's you giving yourself the greatest gift, your own love and attention, time and honor. So what do we do when we go there? Because we are going to Bali again soon. The third one is that when you go away and sequester yourself, now that you're distraction free and you're out of your usual, now we can dive into your purpose, your soul calling, why you're on the planet, that thing you know that you're called to do. And even though you may be very successful, I coach a lot of very successful women, doctors, attorneys, entrepreneurs, successful people, leaders, a lot of successful people. And you know what? Not all successful people are on purpose. Not all successful people are living the thing that they were born to do. I get to live what I was born to do every single day of my life. Every dollar that comes to me, every payment that comes to me comes from me doing what I love. So if you choose to join us on this Bali retreat, you will be immersed in a process that we have used with women for 18 years to be on purpose in your life like never before. You're always on purpose. You can't be off purpose. Yet we're talking about absolutely creating your divine destiny design of a life that revolves around your purpose in the center. That's living from the core of you and who you are and why you're here, so that your outer world reflects that. That's just 3 reasons to go to Bali. There are many more. I'm going to end with a story. So that time when I went to Bali, I was there for 33 days. And during that time, because Bali is a lunar culture, there was this big full moon celebration, a ceremony taking place at the temple. And so I went to the temple and I wanted to be in the energy of this full moon experience. And so while I was there at the temple, I saw the women coming in with their garb and with these extraordinary offerings on their heads, carrying them on their heads. It was magnificent. Tears were flowing. I cannot to this day tell you what I was crying about. Tears were flowing. It felt like a dam burst wide open from what? From the beauty of what I was experiencing, from the high vibration, and from the shedding of perhaps years and decades of gunk. When you're in a spiritual experience at a retreat or at a temple or in this kind of experience, there's not a lot you have to do. Simply being. And the transformation is taking place by divine design. I'm Reverend Valerie Love, and I welcome you with us to Bali, an exquisite luxury retreat for the spiritual seeker who's ready to get right on purpose. I love you. Peace. See you in Bali.